Have you ever wondered why some kids seem to struggle with reading while others can't sit still even for a minute, or why some students avoid eye contact while others talk non-stop without picking up on social cues? If you are a shadow teacher, chances are you have worked with children who learn and behave differently. But to truly support them, we first need to understand them. Welcome to episode 3 of our Shadow Teacher series, where we'll break down some of the most common special needs you will see in classrooms like ADHD, Autism, Dyslexia, and more. I'll share real life examples and practical strategies that you can use right away. Make sure to stick around till the end because I have a free downloadable guide for you with key strategies. Alright, let's get started. Before we jump into specific conditions, let's clear up a misconception. Special needs doesn't mean a child can't learn. It simply means they learn in a different way. Think of it this way. Some people learn best by reading, some by watching videos, and others by doing hands-on activities. Kids with special needs often require a different teaching style, one that fits their brain's unique wiring. Now, let's dive into the most common learning differences you will come across as a shadow teacher. First is Autism Spectrum Disorder, also known as ASD. How it appears in the classroom. A child avoids eye contact and prefers playing alone, gets upset when routines change, covers their ears when the classroom gets noisy. Let's consider an example. Imagine you have a student named Liam. The class is singing a song, but Liam has his hands over his ears. The teacher says, "Liam, stop covering your ears and sing with us." But he shakes his head, looking uncomfortable. Here's what's really happening. Liam might have sensory sensitivities, meaning loud noises feel painful or overwhelming. Instead of forcing him, a better approach is to offer noise-cancelling headphones or let him step outside for a break. Here are a few recommended practices to follow. Use visual schedules to help with transitions. Allow quiet spaces for breaks. Use clear, simple instructions, short and direct. Coming up next, ADHD, otherwise known as Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. What this looks like in a classroom setting: a student constantly fidgets, taps their pencil, gets out of their seat, blurts out answer without raising their hands, struggles to focus for long periods. Imagine the scenario. There's a child named Maya. The teacher asks a question, and before she even finishes, Maya shouts out the answer. The teacher says, "Maya, stop interrupting." But 5 minutes later, she does it again. Maya isn't being rude, her brain just works fast and impulsively. Instead of scolding, try giving her a talking stick so she knows when it's her turn. You can also seat her at the front of the class to help with focus. These are some effective strategies you can adopt here. Give one-step instructions instead of long explanations. Offer movement breaks to release energy. Use visual timers for transitions. Moving on to dyslexia, referred to as reading and writing challenges. How this plays out in a classroom: a student struggles with reading and mixes up letters like B and D, avoids reading aloud, or takes a long time to spell words. Take for example, Sam is asked to read a short paragraph. He hesitates, stumbles over words, and looks embarrassed. His teacher says, "Come on Sam, try harder." This can be frustrating for kids with dyslexia. Instead of pushing them to read aloud, let them listen to an audiobook first, then follow along with the text. Also use colored overlays to reduce visual strain. These are few unique techniques that work well. Use audiobooks and text-to-speech tools. Give extra time for reading and writing tasks. Use dyslexia-friendly fonts like Open Dyslexic. Alright, here are my top 3 quick tips for shadow teachers working with special needs. 1. Observe first. Every child is different. Watch and learn what works for them. 2. Be flexible. If one strategy doesn't work, try another. Adaptability is key. 3. Celebrate small wins. Every tiny progress is a deal. Acknowledge the efforts. Now, before we wrap up, I want to bust a few common myths. Myth number 1. All kids with ADHD are hyper. Wrong. Some are daydreamers who struggle with focus but are not hyperactive. Myth number 2. Dyslexia is just reversing letters. Nope. Dyslexia affects how the brain processes written words. It's not just about flipping letters. So what's the biggest takeaway? Every child is capable, they just need the right support. Download your free guide, Quick Reference for Special Needs in the Classroom. Link is in the description. Comment below. What's one strategy you will try in your classroom? And do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss episode 4, where we'll talk about myths and misconceptions about special needs children.